What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. And today we will talk about the reason why LaMelo Ball pretty much does not need LaVar Ball's advertisement, quote unquote. Now, before you listen to this video, I know with this video I'm probably going to have some pushback or people who subscribe to my channel very opinionated what I'm about to say, but I'm a truth teller, so I don't really give a damn. And my show is about spreading truth, spreading what's real, and being consistent. But the reason why I wanted the topic today to be about LaMelo not needing LaVar in the advertisement department, because he's locked to be a top 5 player. To be respectful, LaMelo really doesn't need LaVar to go around and having a media tour. It's really pointless. A lot of GM rave about LaMelo Ball's skill set. They love his potential, his size at the position being a 6'7" point guard, his handles being elite. Some say the best handles in this draft. Playmaking ability, top notch. His offensive game has a lot of talent. Does LaMelo need to refine his game more? Of course, he's young. He's 18 years old. But you cannot tell me that LaMelo Ball doesn't have the most potential in this draft. He just does. And anyone who has common sense, who watches the game of basketball, can tell you the same thing. So when LaVar talked about the Warriors a couple days ago, I say about 3 days or 4 days ago, there were a lot of pushback. To be fair, the Warriors constantly talked about his son for months, saying, oh, we're not going to draft LaMelo. We're not interested in LaMelo. They've been putting that out there the whole time. And I thought it was so random. I was telling myself, if you the Warriors did not want LaMelo Ball, why would you keep bringing him up? Literally, it made no sense to me. But even for the fact, did LaVar did any justice by telling the Warriors, my son, I don't want my son playing for that team and this and that? That's kind of a little sketchy, to be honest. LaVar has to treat LaMelo's situation different than Lonzo's. LaMelo could be the number 1 pick, but he could not be the number 1 pick as well. And you already know the GMs and people in the NBA, a lot of them despise LaVar. Let's just say that. And if you have more top executives despising a parent, that's not a good thing. Now, we've been rocking with LaVar longer than most. We've been objective on LaVar longer than most. So you could take my word as being sheer honesty. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Sometimes I do wish LaVar had a PR team. Or if someone, like, I would imagine in times alone, I would say to myself, man, I wonder if I was in LaVar's shoes, how would I handle it? Now, we're different people. There are some similar traits in regards to me and LaVar Ball, which is we both have a ruling class mentality. But one thing about having a ruling class mentality is the ways to use common sense, ways to use your mind and think about scenarios. You know, if I was LaVar Ball right now, I would say something like this in regard to LaMelo's situation. All he has to say is, quote unquote, LaMelo Ball has a unique gift, and he's only 18 years old. So the great thing about him is that he has the potential to blossom and potentially become a superstar. You can't teach size and skill. I would also state, if I was LaVar Ball, I just want my son to play on a team that appreciates his game and let him play his style of play. That's all he has to say. He doesn't have to say, this player is nothing without my son. He doesn't have to say, here's another one that LaVar usually states. Well, this team will be good if they just add LaMelo Ball. Or say that certain teams don't have enough players. They've never been a good team. Now, I'm not a proponent of telling someone what to do, but it's always good to be aware of a situation. Always. I know it would be hard for LaVar to do that because, let's be honest, man, LaVar doesn't like holding his tongue for no one. He doesn't care if it's family or not. He's going to say what he's going to say. That's just how he rolls. Now, I watched the video last night. Now, I did watch it on Ticket TV's channel. Don't forget, I like watching different YouTubers despite my differences with them because I want to gain a perspective or learn something different. Every YouTuber does this. So if any YouTuber states that they don't look at so-and-so's channel because they don't like them, that's a crock of baloney. Every YouTuber surfs through the YouTube streets looking for different information or seeing a conversation or a debate. I like watching debates. So when Ticket TV debates not just YouTubers, but people that follow him, I like to tune in. So when I watch the YouTube debate with a panel of, I say about 6, Ticket TV said he knew people that said that teams will hold LaMelo pretty much into not being drafted as high because they don't like LaVar. Now, don't forget, Ticket TV hates LaVar with a passion. He even stated on the show that he wished that someone would deal with him. I don't know what he means by deal with him, but when I'm from the streets, when someone tells you you want to deal with somebody, that's not a good thing. So Ticket TV said that he talked to someone that was in the NBA and says how a lot of players despise LaVar Ball because he keeps talking about players and so-called dissing players. Now, I disagree with Ticket TV when he stated that LaMelo may drop in the draft because they don't like LaVar. Talent is talent. A great talent evaluator picks the best available. If a talent evaluator does not, they're usually fired. And I made a video a while ago, when I posted my old videos, that GMs and front office execs who make their decisions off emotion do not need to be working in pro sports. I stated that a long time ago. It's very important that there are no beta males in the front offices. As fans of basketball or sports in general, we don't give a damn if you don't like someone. Pick the best player. Can you imagine if the Knicks didn't pick LaMelo Ball because they didn't like LaVar? He's a parent. Who gives a damn? So you're going to pass on LaMelo just because of LaVar? Now, I don't see the Knicks doing that, by the way. The Knicks are reloading their front office. They hired Worldwide West, a man who has a great reputation and has power. He gets stuff done. I don't care if people tell me, well, it's the Knicks franchise. The Knicks have never done anything. This is a new day. I'm telling you, Worldwide West is going to get things cracking. I'm saying it right now. He got too much power in these NBA streets. But let me go back to my observation of Ticket TV's conversation about LaVar. There was a cat named Lamont, and everybody was going at Lamont because Lamont, out of all people, even though he states that he dislikes LaVar, but he ignores LaVar at the same time. Lamont was the only one making sense because Lamont said that he judges the players on their game, not on the outside of their life. And you know what? Lamont was right. And it was really a shame that Ticket TV was egging it on, talking about Lamont was being cooked by a certain panel. That wasn't what happened. The other person, James or whatever his name is, some old geezer, he was all being emotional, saying LaVar has ruined his son's career. That's a lie. Lonzo is playing well. Matter of fact, since Lonzo started to finally get 30 plus minutes a game, he's been averaging 14 and 10 and 7 rebounds. So these people don't know what they talk about at all. Yeah, I get it. LaVar sometimes need to fall back and chill at times. We all got family like that. I got an uncle like that. You can't tell him nothing. But he's still family. So we all got relatives like that. I just think that these YouTubers, and not even just YouTubers, but media, I question their motives on LaVar. If you don't like LaVar, you don't have to interview. You don't have to bring up a clip. You don't have to mention them on articles. You don't have to do any of those things. But they keep talking about him because they're obsessed with LaVar. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. They need to have a case study about this. Is LaVar always right? No. Has LaVar done some great things? He's done some great things. He has a successful family. No matter what you say about LaVar Ball, Lonzo's in the NBA having a productive career right now and playing on a fun team with the Pelicans. LaMelo Ball is going to be drafted. Top 5 pick, probably top 3, to be honest. And Jello, even though he's not in the NBA, he's fighting his way to make the NBA. And as for LaMelo Ball, I hope he makes it to the NBA. I hope he proves me wrong. But the difference between me and other fans of the Ball family is that I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Until I see it from LaMelo Ball, I'm not gonna put him in that circle of Lonzo and LaMelo. It's not fair to Jello. Jello has to prove himself in the G League and make it in the NBA roster and play some minutes in the NBA. Not just being in the NBA as a favor of Rock Nation. Like let's just say Rock Nation was able to get Jello on the NBA roster spot, but Jello barely plays. Doesn't even play a minute. That doesn't count. When if Jello makes it to the NBA and has a role, doesn't have to be a starter. If he could at least get in the NBA, play about 10 or 15 minutes, that's a win. That's winning, because nobody projected Jello as being in the NBA. Let's be honest. Jello was a 3-star player, even though he was leading scorer. Jello played in the offense where he took all the shots. That is a fact. Matter of fact, he took more shots than LaMelo. That's why he was the leading scorer. Now, you have a lot of Jello fans that would tell me, oh, he didn't make the NBA because he stole in China. I'm telling you, if the roles were reversed, and let's say LaMelo stole from China, LaMelo would still be drafted in the NBA. I've talked to a lot of people. I know people that work temp jobs in the NBA offices. Not a big position, but they work within the organization. Let's just say that. They don't even like the Ball family, but they tell me all the time they would have still drafted LaMelo Ball no matter what. And this is coming from people that despise the Ball family, but they have to be objective because at the position they work at. But all I'm saying is LaMelo's name is big for itself. He has a lot of clout right now. I would love to see LaMelo Ball do more interviews. I know he's not the best interviewer around, but I think it'll be beneficial to him is to go on more platforms and talk about. We need him to talk about the teams he want to play for, his goals as an NBA player, and what he wants to do and accomplish his rookie year. He needs to go on a media tour. And he could practice what he was about to say, or have a prep coach or somebody to help him out before an interview on what to say. That would be great for LaMelo Ball. Because it doesn't matter what team he goes on. It's all about LaMelo Ball growing as a player. And I know LaVar doesn't want him to go to the Warriors, but at the end of the day, it's all about what LaMelo wants. Just being real. Peace and blessings to everyone. Peace and love to everyone. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Much love.